Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X looking at Chinese drama in the past week. Let's get right into it. First, during this week, on the 28th, we've had a drama going live on both iQIYI and Tencent that was pretty much unannounced, and I have forgotten about its existence until it showed up, and I remembered, oh yes, that drama had a sequel. So, this is the 24 episodes second part of a period fantasy drama that aired its first part back in February last year. If anybody still remembers, Zichuan Eternal Brotherhood. So now it is Eternal Brotherhood second half, led by Yang Xuwen, Zhang Mingen, Liu Yuning. And back in 2024, last year, when it aired its first part, it was already a delayed drama. So it was made quite a few years ago, didn't air, and then it aired, and then it was only first half. And the story kind of ended up somewhere that's nowhere, and you don't know whether they're even gonna air the second half or anything. I watched most parts of the first half of the drama and didn't get anywhere and had no clue about what they want to do. I pretty much forgot its existence. And this drama gets no promotion at all, so nobody knows what's going on with it. And suddenly the second half just dropped this week. If you've watched the first half and you kind of got left there and had no clue about what's going on, well, this is the second half. And this year really is, let's just air all the piled up dramas year. Then coming up on the 5th of June, we should have a drama that will go live online on Tencent and also satellite television Jiangsu province. 30 episodes contemporary drama, 绽放的许开心 literally means the blossoming 许开心. It's like a person's name. But its official translation as of now is double happiness. And this is a midlife crisis drama. It's led by Han Geng and Zhang Yuqi. It also features Zhang Tao. And personally, I'm not that interested in the sort of mid-age family drama with a lot of divorce and cheating and whatever going on. But looking at the trailer, it kind of looks really weirdly fun. And I know for the actors, Zhang Yuqi, Han Geng, Zhang Tao, they're all type of actors who are given really suitable roles, can actually be really good. I shall try to test it out because I did see in the trailer quite some very, very melodramatic plot happening, particularly on the character played by Zhang Tao, and he plays a 渣男. one of those like cheating whatever husband that surprisingly really fits him. Like he never plays a proper good guy, almost never, right? Apart from like Under the Skin, the super peripheral guest star who shows up and everybody thought he's the bad guy and he turned out to be the good guy. Apart from that role, I cannot think of even one role he's played that's like fully good, and he always plays shady people, and he actually looks, I don't know, like perfect for shady characters. Anyway, so just because of that, it actually looks really fun in the trailer. If he plays a really good 渣男, it probably is actually really enjoyable to watch. I may test that drama out just because I want to see what he does. 2 days after that, on the 7th, we will have a major period drama going live on both CCTV8 satellite television and Tencent. And that is Chang'an的Litchi, the Litchi Road. The Tang Dynasty setting, adventurous, exciting, get me out of trouble drama led by Lei Jiaying, the definitive male lead, just like almost what he did quite a few years ago with the same director, based on the same author's novel adaptation, 长安十二时辰, Longest Day in Chang'an, the same director, the same team, the same lead actor, based on the same novel writers, another setting Tang Dynasty story. Apart from the story actually has nothing to do with the Longest Day in Chang'an, it's still set in the same period, during the same emperor's rule, and same team doing the job. Based on what I see in the trailer, I don't think the production standard or budget or quality is actually as high as 长安十二时辰. These couple of years, Chinese dramaland is not doing very well. Most dramas cut down on their cost compared to the golden days about 7-8 years ago. So it may actually not be as grand a project as the Longest Day in Chang'an. Anyway, it's going to show up in a couple of days, and I definitely will test it out. It is supposedly originally 36 episodes, but because it needs to go on satellite television, it has to go through a more strict censoring rules with satellite television dramas, and it got cut down 1 episode. So now it's like 35, but I don't think it's that significant. Probably they just cut out tiny bits and here and there, fit it in to the satellite television schedule. Although I know it probably is one of the more exciting projects going on in June, I also know that you should not expect much from the drama. Reason one being, the director Cao Dun is well known, these days in Dramaland. I think if you watch any amount of Chinese dramas, you know he's a great director for visual. Cinematographer, top-notch guy. Storytelling, very bad. He does not know how to do narratives. I really have no confidence in a story being well told in his hand. And also there's another problem of Lei Jiaying getting too many repetitive roles in the recent years. Before he even opens his mouth, you know how he's gonna play that scene. Completely unrefreshing, kind of is his current reputation in Dramaland. Cannot blame the public for saying that because it's pretty accurate. And indeed, he's not a bad actor, but he really does play everything just the same way. So if he provides another the photocopying himself performance in this drama, then it's just gonna make it even more not interesting. The story itself is really fun. It is about an impossible task where someone needs to transport fresh and very easily perishable fruit across a very long distance during the ages where you only have horse and definitely no fridges. It's like the tiny person trying to survive in the huge imperial system where really if he doesn't complete his task, his head is on the chopping block type of situation. Then let's talk about dramas at different stages of production. We have quite a lot of newly started filming dramas this week. First though, let's talk about stuff that has already finished. The period drama led by Wang Yinlu and Chen Feiyu, fantasy idol Xian Yu, that I've talked about multiple times, finally has gotten its license. Currently, its English title is When Destiny Brings the Demon. Youku holds its copyright. Honestly, I think summer holiday would be a good time to throw out this type of fantasy idol drama. Usually it's targeted to the younger female audiences, school kids who would be off. Also, a great progress of a drama happened this week, which is wrapping up shooting of the third season of Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty, Tang Chao Guishu 3. They started shooting at the very end of last year, like end of November or something, I think. It's like close to the end of the year. Didn't finish until end of May. So it's a solid half a year shooting time, which is very, very unusual for any length of Chinese period drama. Even for dramas that are like 50, 60 episodes, they definitely wrap it within half a year. And this drama probably is only gonna be 36 to 40 episodes as they've done for the first two seasons. So that means quite intensive, I'd say, production. Probably they were changing scripts and writing as the shooting was ongoing. It's a case-breaking drama and it's written by that one person who's written all those things. Also, I think they amped up a few things during the shoot, trying to make some of the fighting sequences even better than the first and second season, resulting in maybe there are very essential scenes and episodes that probably has like, 15 minutes, but it took like 2 weeks to shoot, just because the choreography is so complicated. Good news is it may mean very good quality. Bad news is we probably are not gonna see it until next year. And I can't wait. Hope this one, the third season, can also be a success. If it managed to do that, it will be literally the only drama of its kind that can produce high quality work consistently over a long period, over multiple seasons, added together over 100 episodes. That would be an achievement that no other company right now in China can replicate. Then let's talk about quite a few dramas that have started production during this week. First, we have a contemporary romantic drama that has started shooting during this week called Hua Hao, I think based on an existing novel. And its production company is Hua Hao, is basically the current version of the previous version that produced 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. Contemporary romantic drama, it doesn't have official English title yet. On its poster, conceptual, doesn't even include the actors. It's already saying Blossom. Please stop doing that. It's led by Wang Ziqi and Zhou Yiran. And Wang Ziqi, at least from the paparazzi photo, is again playing one of those, I don't know if he's a bazong, but he looks like a CEO. Contemporary suits and phones and looking cool, like all his other dramas he's done in contemporary world mostly. Then we have an idol contemporary drama that has also started shooting this week, produced by Mango, so Hunan Television, called Yao Yan. English title is Dazzling, rich second generation girl who ended up in very difficult situations and kind of got saved by a countryside simple boy. What a typical character setup. And it's led by Li Yunrui and Guan Xiaotong. There's already leaked paparazzi photos of Guan Xiaotong having really ridiculous hairstyle. Until the actual drama comes out, it's hard to say at this stage. And Guan Xiaotong and Li Yunrui, whether they can work out the chemistry, I really cannot compute at all. Also during this week, a Youku espionage drama, 1948 is the time setting, a spy drama, and it's called Spying. So it's kind of like very obvious. The Chinese title is 谍报上不封顶, and it's led by Xiao Zhan and Zhou Yutong as the male and female lead. Then it's also going to feature quite a lot of quite well-known actors. For spy dramas, script is always the most important thing, right? If the script doesn't work, it doesn't work, no matter who is in it. Also during this week, there is a project that has started moving, very specifically tailored to a purpose drama. It's done by CCTV, China Central Television, and it's a 24 episodes, every episode only 15 minutes short drama. Even CCTV now is following the trend of making everything short. You know I'm gonna rant about that, right? But whatever. The project is ongoing and it just started, and it's a multiple unit story, so it's gonna feature multiple scriptwriters, multiple teams, multiple directors, and many different stars, all the famous people you can imagine in Dramaland. It's called 奇迹 Miracles, and it's gonna be focused on 45 years of special economic zone of Shenzhen. So Shenzhen was made the first special economic zone at the end of like 80s, I think, last century. That started the epic journey of China's economy of the last 45 years. So this story will cover the last 45 years, different professions, different areas of whatever development, and each individual unit will have different leads, and it's gonna be trying to cover everything, I guess. And this is very tasky, as you can imagine. Just look at the casting. I can't even remember all the people in it because there are so many. I just have to read it out. The leads include Bai Yu, Hu Ge, Lei Jiaying, Song Jia, Hua Hao, Tong Yao, Wang Yuwen, Yan Ni, and more. This is just like half of them. There's another half of the list that's just too long to read out here. All of them are very well-known actors, actresses, all age group. For each actor, they probably only have like one episode, something like that, 2 episodes count of presence in the drama, so it wouldn't take much time, like a week's time for them to work on their whatever shooting schedule, and then it's done. We also have, a few weeks ago, I mentioned, don't look forward to it, probably will be super embarrassing, remake of 还珠格格 Return of Pearl Princess, 30 episodes, each episode, again, very short, that has started shooting. And looking at the casting, the 还珠 characters, 五阿哥小燕子、紫薇尔康, they all become supporting roles, and the leading roles are 2 new ones. One is the Qing Dynasty guy, another is a time-traveling contemporary girl. So she travels into the book world from contemporary time, and she's gonna meet a Qing Dynasty guy. They are the main characters. And then the backdrop of this story would be 小燕子、五阿哥、紫薇 and Erkang from 还珠格格. I don't know what to say. I really don't think it's gonna turn out to be a good one. Probably everybody is waiting to laugh at it. And then the 2 leads are Luo Yizhou and Hu Lianxing. I have a feeling that they got kidnapped. Why would you even agree to this type of project? Maybe they owe money to Mango Television, I don't know, so that they have to take part in this. And looking at the opening ceremony photo, it doesn't look very good either. So, oh, yeah, writers. When you die, this is what happens to you. We also have a drama that has just officially announced it is such. They haven't started shooting, they haven't said when. It basically announced we're gonna shoot it. This is the director, this is the female lead. Not even the male lead has been announced, but it's already officially announced. So this is a period drama called Mo Li, not having English title yet, based on existing novel. It's going to be directed by Lin Yufen, who is a very famous female director who's directed many dramas, including some I really appreciate and like, and some of them I don't get. Recently, you've seen that drama that's directed by her that finally aired this year. Previously, this drama is also directed by her, which I really love. Still one of my favorite idol fantasy till today. And guess who's the female lead? Bai Lu. It is a story period drama setting fictional of an unfavored aristocrat girl who got into an arranged marriage to an unfavored prince. And probably some epic core drama is gonna happen. And then she's gonna help him becoming whatever that nobody expected he could type of story. We don't know who the guy is yet. Maybe in a week's time we'll find out. Good news is it's not directed by Zhu Ruibing anymore, so probably it's not gonna look ridiculous. Bad news is these days I just don't hope great performances coming out of her. You need a miracle for the muse of acting to descend upon her again. There was like many years ago, like there was sparks, but now it's like completely gone for years. Then finally, to wrap up, we've had the list of the 30th Shanghai holding White Magnolia Television Awards that has announced this year's list, shortlisted dramas, directors, actors, all departments. The list is out. You can Google it if you want to find out. It's a lot, right? It's like 5 dramas, 5 lead actors, 5 lead actresses. Not gonna go through all that. And the ceremony is gonna be held as usual at the end of June. Right now, I think the date is June the 27th. So in a month's time, pretty much exactly, we're gonna know who is gonna win the White Magnolia. I looked at the whole list. Some of it definitely is there to just be because it is what it is. Like one of those very political or very tasky dramas that needs to stand there. And then there are some of sort of the names that's given to more popular young actors, kind of to satisfy the fandom's desire of having their 哥哥 and 姐姐 listed on important projects. And then some of the other people are kind of like properly sort of earn their position on that. So it's a mixture of all these things and pretty not surprising of how it gets listed. There's just only one award. I think it has to go to something. If it doesn't, it's ridiculous, which is the leading actress. Among the 5 nominated actresses, Song Jia is there for her performance in She and Her Girls. And I think if she doesn't get it, it's a joke. Her performance, and even the nature of that project, and the fact that it's a biography based on a real person who's still working, living today, and it's done so well, it has to be her. If it's not her, Bai Yulan might as well just explode. It would completely lose its credibility if it does that. So that's the only thing I think it has to go to that drama. Other things, I don't really care. And also, I think Nie Yuan got also nominated as Best Supporting Actor for his performance in this drama. Like Song Jia isn't nominated. And if he gets it, I would be very happy too, because he did a really good job. That's the White Magnolia. And in a month's time, we'll find out who's gonna be the new kings and queens of Chinese dramaland. That should be the end of this video. Thank you for watching Avenue X. We finally finished the first half of 2025. The amount of things that has happened in the world, right, at this point by 2025 is like 10 times more than you can even think about before the beginning of this year. So looking forward to the second half of 2025. As I'm saying it, I literally feel scared about the upcoming second half of this year. I have a feeling that it's not going to be any more quieter than what we've already gone through in the first 6 months. Thank you for watching Avenue X. Please stay safe, stay healthy, live long and happy drama watching.